Today's May 11th. Welcome to the May update 2025 of the Miamisburg Sycamore Trails Park and Pool. Let's see what they've done in the last month. And let me tell you, it's been quite a bit. Hey, we're out here in the parking area, which they have fenced off a great deal. As you can see, the fence. They have done a ton of work inside the pool. Demolishing. Here's the parking area. So I'm thinking they might keep this entranceway. Thinking, I really have no idea. All right, we can't get closer here, but let's see. Let's see how the fence goes around, see what we can see. Here's where they open up for the vehicles to go down in. Just shooting down there, you can see how much has been dug up. We'll take some pictures and insert either at the end or where appropriate, and we'll get better details, but they're really tearing it up. That's good, though. There's some new stuff. Here we go. We can get up next to the fence here. Are they trying to save some rock? Maybe it's some of the fossilized rock or whatever. Oh, this is a great view. Wow. What a lot of work they've done. See if we can't zoom in between there. Look at that. They are raising the entire stuff. I read in their update that they'll be removing the slides soon. Wow, that's a lot. We'll be walking around the other way first, and then we'll go from there. Here's a little peek through this part. And behind us looks like a trailer, putting a bunch of junk in. Trailer looks pretty rough. Now, I'm just saying. I guess it don't have to be pretty, just has to hold together. I can hear it making noise of the metal moving. Looks like part of the roof there. They might tear down the whole thing. We'll find out. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. The metal blowing right there. It's so funny. I remember the update of saying, look at that. They tore out the one piece and they put in new play material. And it's like, okay, now we're going to tear everything else up. That's wild. It's a little wild to me. That umbrella's a little rough. You can see maybe through the fence. Trees uprooted and everything tore down. Everything raised. Nah. I think they're tearing all that stuff out there was from inside the buildings, I believe. That stuff's coming down. They might be pulling everything down here. They might. We'll see. Alright, let's maneuver between the chain link fence here and between the links, see what we can see. Wild. Of course, as with many trees, these did not survive as well. But you can see the new area that they had did. And or they've already completed. It's like the starter. I believe it's the only thing new. It's funny, like I said, I don't do no engineering. I don't know what they got to go through, but it's kind of funny. They tore out that part and was able to put it in, and then doing the deconstruction later. Like I said, I don't know. Oh, let's see if we can't zoom in with the camera and catch that ice cream menu or food menu. See what they had. Oh, and the time has been frozen at 6:15. That's probably PM. Well, the sand volleyball and stuff, I don't think really took off. Things change. Fads change. Interests change. It's kind of like there won't be tennis courts. There might be, but I think they're pickleball courts. We'll see. Everything has its lifespan here. Well, everywhere. And then people move on. We'll see if it's still, how long it remains relevant. Never know. It's got a pretty good interest across the U.S. Maybe world. Not sure. But here, you can see what's left. And you can see the pool from here. A lot of the digging up that they've done. So everything I see, right, is like surface level. I don't see that they've gotten down to any of the pipes yet, or any of the, which was the underlying problem of all this. Too many repairs, too many trying to patch it up and keep it working. I believe they said it was good for like 5 years when they did it. Back in what, 87, 88, something like that? Or was it 97? I'm not, it's been a while. The decades fly. Might have been in the 90s. But anyways, they've managed to keep it going for a whole lot longer than it was supposed to be. So kudos to the city and the people keeping that going. All right, let's look what else we see. So it is dawning on me that we're able to see inside from here pretty good, because they removed all the screening. Had the bike screening around here for a while. Traffic, always traffic. Construction. Too close, can't read it. Alright, let's see what we can see through the fence here. Alright, we'll take some more pictures to insert. The slide most likely will be coming down this week, and that will be the last remnants. It makes it even look like a pool. They'll probably do a lot more digging. But they have made fast progress in May. Very fast progress so far. Well, I'm glad I walked out to the signage area. Sycamore Trails Aquatic Center, new adventures coming in 2026. General contractor, Broombow Construction, design team down there. And look at this. Okay. They might be reworking and keeping some of the front area, but a lot of it's new. And look at the design. Separate pools. 1, 2, 3 separate, 4 separate pools. Okay. Well, one thing, their little design, you need a whole lot more lounge chairs, but you know, it's for aesthetics. Look at that. That is a ton. That looks like a lot of entertainment. The tiniest little green areas inside. I got some around the outside the pool area, but the tiniest amount of green. Yep. We're not known for there. We got a better view from up here on top of the hill. Can see part of the old pool structure left. This was the 5-foot section, and then going down to the 12-foot section. All right, let's look through here, get a better view. Well, they're working hard this year. You know, tearing it up. And you saw the final design. Looks pretty awesome to me. We're making our way up towards the new Sycamore Trails part of the park. The upper portion off Maui. Here we go. A little higher up. This will be probably the last time to see the slide up, I would imagine. Probably the last time for me, or was recording. I drive by here quite often, but all right. That's the pool update. Lots of deconstruction going on, and you saw the master plan of what it's supposed to look like in 2026. Hopefully that means it's open for 2026. That's what I'm anticipating they mean by that. Opening day, you know, probably Memorial Day, the whole thing. So we'll find out. Moving on to the park, Maui, which is right beside the sidewalk. There's been some big changes too. Here we are. Walking up the sidewalk. Actually, I'm on an inner sidewalk. I might have to go to the outer one, I think. I'm pretty sure. Well, let's see how far we go up on this. Like they may be starting to open it up a little bit, because I've normally been out on the sidewalk there, but they don't have this blocked off anymore. Or they forgot to put signs up. I'll be heading out there. I'm not going to walk into the site. But since they have the sidewalk going up to here, who am I to, not look around a little bit? I'm pretty sure this looks just like a drainage pit, like water overrun or something. You can tell. Water, so. But there, they've completed some items. We'll see better when we get up on the sidewalk. So it looks like the sidewalk bike path will continue up here and split in a couple ways and probably go down, because it goes down and into the park over the bridge that we've visited before, and probably just gonna connect it in several different ways, which is cool. It's cool for walking, probably cool for biking, skateboarding, I'd imagine, whatever you do on wheels, roller skate. I don't know what people do anymore. So these little shelter type things looking pretty good. I think that's a whole ton of picnic tables over there ready to be spread around. We'll get closer and look in a bit. Now, if you want to impress me, They'll make them bathrooms accessible during the spring and fall as well. It's like a good Memorial Day till, I don't know, August or something, and they like start closing them down. Like no one comes out to the parks in the spring or fall. So we'll see. I think they opened up the one at the riverfront park. That's good continually, which is fine since people ride their bikes forever. You know, they're all the time riding on the I think it's a good idea since people are riding their bikes on the trails all times of year. Now I don't know where they're going. Well, I'm sure they got the sign somewhere. I don't remember where the pickleball courts and stuff are going, and the outside exercise equipment. Even got little plants out here already, and little trees that might be something before I'm dead. I mean, they're not going to be anything substantial. I'm sure there'll be some frou-frou tree. That's what most people like nowadays. Or safe. So, over here, they've been clearing out all that dirt. They've been excavating it and taking it away. Maybe they've been using it over here for regrading. That's a high possibility. And would make great sense. And they might have been doing that. But regardless, they're starting to clear out the area over there. So that's cool. You can see the pool, the top of the buildings there in the background. Those definitely look like stacked up picnic tables, or some picnic tables over there. Might be lighting too. I think it might be the top of the light poles. I think I'll zoom in with my camera. We'll find out. Those are definitely picnic tables, and they're stacked up. I know some will go over there, and I guess they're going to be spread around in different areas. We'll see exactly where they put them. This seems to be the parking area for when people come. It's nice size. We'll see as they fill in more of the dirt and landscaping and hardscaping and see if they add any additional. But I'm imagining that might be it right there. Okay. So looking down that way, I'm not seeing all the flags again. So they may not going to be widening this road to turn into here, which is probably pretty good. I don't know. But they got this road open. They have no barriers at all, but we're going to walk a bit. It'll be quieter in a little while when we go down there. It's always noisy on the roads. We always have plenty of traffic. It increases month after year after month after year. Well, it may be usable space. All these tiny little trees, there will be no shade except in the few little shelter houses there. That's with every park now, it seems. All trees must go and put in their trees. I know they did down at the old pool when my kids were very young, below grade school age. They're now 22, 23, 25, you know, the youngest ones. Those trees have not matured yet. 20 years later, I don't expect these either. By the time they might want to pull them out again. Never know. This type of trees will not return. No one just haphazard throws in stuff anymore. They pre-plan, but they also do not last. I can see dead ones on Central Avenue where they did that as well. Or very puny trees. Picnic tables look cool. I'm a fan. I guess there ain't really that many when you get up close to them for this big area. There's enough, don't get me wrong, but looks like there's a whole lot more. So here's the road coming in to the park, and also the trail, bike trail, walk trail. Oh, and I spotted something too. I thought it would be all in the park, but no. I don't know if you'll be able to see that from here. We'll get a closer view. For the Frisbee golf, there's one of the baskets up. Nice. That's going to extend out beyond. Okay, all right. There looks like a little in-between trail going back there. See a little ribbon around the tree, pink. I'm not really sure what all the little ribbon colors mean. Is that a rest in peace tree because you're getting ready to go bye-bye? You're in the way? Or do we keep it? I'm thinking the rip, but not sure. Okay, here's stairs. Heading up. Nice. Oh. Okay. This is just me already. I'm pretty sure this looks like a water basin, you know, to collect runoff water or whatever. And if that is a Frisbee throw to it, doesn't it seem likely that you're going to miss and your Frisbee go into the drainage? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to miss 100%. Maybe experts might not, but okay. I don't know. So that looks like a trail going back there. I'm not really sure where it goes to. I'm not walking it. Like I said, I'm not leaving the walk path or the paved road to go into any of this yet until they actually finish. I'm not trying to walk into any work zone. It's like, nope. Okay, we're getting closer. Oh, it's like, and correct me if I know that's a basket to throw into. What if you miss? I don't know. I do like its separation and the nice wide walk path, bike path on the other side. So the bikes and the people don't have to try to share the road and, you know, not try to get ran over. And this is heading down into the park towards the bridge. Let's see what else we see new. Okay, we're walking down. I imagine they're going to be in full force here. I was thinking this was opening this year, but most likely fall. Maybe summer. But summer, it's already almost mid-May. Summer seems highly unlikely. But one never knows. Here's looking from the berm of dirt. That's probably going to be graded, or it might be graded already to plant some grass or whatever they do here. Looking at the different rock types over there for the pool. Well, it might not be for the pool, it might be for here as well. Like I said, smart. Use that big open parking lot for construction material. Make good use of it. I know last time we was down here, this area right down here at the corner looked like it was flooded over and had problems. I don't know if it's been fixed. I would say no. I think it's just rained a bit and washed it out, and you know, it's just where it was left off. Once they grade it out and do stuff, I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, here we go. Car's up there waiting on me. And down there's the bridge to walk across. I said I ain't gonna do it this time. I'll drive down and by the bank and enter that way for a little bit, but nope, I've got to walk it and see what's been changed down here. Okay, I don't know. I don't remember this. Did they have this over here done last time we were here? I imagine I could look at the video and find out, but right now I don't recall. Okay, that's new. If it ain't new this time, it's new last time. I'll tell you one thing I'm curious about are the thin layers of trees. You know, you saw how bare they was, or well, you saw before they had leaves on them how thin they was. And we'll see how well everything's camouflaged with those few trees, especially up to 725 Central Avenue, whatever they call it now. We will see how well it's camouflaged. But here, this is new. Yet more trees have been torn down. Okay, that's a massive amount of trees. If I had to venture a guess, and it's strictly a guess, no real idea, they might have that golf, frisbee golf coming through this area as well now and maneuvering up where we just come from. But wow, they tore a lot of them down. Okay, I'm glad I come this way. I'd have missed that. Let's see what else we see. One tiny little plant trying to hang on. But there is another area they have dug out. Well, here's some hopes. With all these areas they're digging out and all this, hopefully it at least remains a park instead of sold off to the highest bidder, like so much of the rest of the park. Yeah, they have cleared out a lot. They've actually kept a few in this area, so I'm not really sure. Hopefully it's nice walking and there's some trees left and, you know, can enjoy that at least. I know everybody enjoys different things. The older people are a dying breed. Well, by just a matter of fact. Younger people are interested in other things. Appears to be a lot more grading here that's been done. More trees down. Looks like they cleared more up there. Could be wrong, might have been from last time. There's the tiny little creek area it used to come through here. I mean, it used to raise up pretty good height depending on the weather, but not much water. Of course, all this is in perspective. If you're young, you don't remember none of this from the past. It's nothing more than history and a few pictures that people may or may not have had from the time period, and old stories from older people. Back in my day, they just see what they see and think, oh, that's cool. And it is. I mean, I'm hopeful, still hopeful. Looks like I cleared away more stuff over here. Well, I'll tell you what, they're going all in for this project. It's not a half-baked thing, that's for sure. Okay. So, looks like another watering or water gathering point. Are they going to have these everywhere? You would think that might go down into the creek. Then again, maybe once it reaches the upper level, then it drains down into the creek, and this is to help the creek from overflowing. Could be. I'm just guessing. But they've tore down more trees back there. So it appears the stream's running backwards from what I remember. It's like coming towards the bridge. Could just be the way water's backed up there and how there's no actual water flowing through from this side. But this has been packed through pretty well. Well, no, there's some water there. Nah, who knows? Alright, let's see what we got. We ain't got much battery life left. I didn't bother bringing a battery pack. That area over there definitely looks like it was cleared out quite a lot as well. They are clearing out hot and heavy. Well, here we are. Looks like it graded more over on the right side. Might have been there already. I'm forgetting what I've seen. Imagine that. Look at that grading over there. Wow. So far the old sledding area is surviving. Not sure. Just by the drainage drains, you can see they got a way that they're going to be building up still the roads. And there's the path maneuvering itself up that way. Old shelter location. Something that resembles the old trails a little bit once you get to the edge here. I ain't going all the way to the edge. Just look from here. Look at that tree. How all the trees grow together and intertwine. Yep, not to see that again. And there, the new facilities. Another pink tree, doomed. We'll take a picture of your pink tree before you're gone. So one thing I've noticed, they've definitely dug a lot more trees out up closer and all through here. And as you get closer to the embankments, one thing I remember learning is that the vegetation and trees and stuff help keep the embankment strong so it doesn't erode away. I don't know. Maybe there's enough trees left. Maybe it's not a problem because it ain't really that high. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Probably the third thing. Well, it does look fancy. Got some little fancy flat bricks there too. Nice, have some picnic tables under it. I think that's a standard bathroom facility type structure. It's been around for a long time. Looks fine. Well, look at that tiny little vehicle. That's what I'm talking about. Let the younger people do some work. I like that. get out there, dump some stuff. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, huh. Let's see if we can see in that drawer with the inside that door with the camera. This was the location of the old pond right here. It appears that they have added more to the playground equipment or built it up more since I was here. I wonder if that little fake trunk back there. No, that looks like stuff kids to crawl through. A lot of interesting looking stuff. Hopefully durable and hopefully fun and not overly hot for the kids. Although nothing like trying to slide down a hot metal slide when we were younger. I mean, it's no more than 140, 150 degrees. That's fine. No. Well, we can see through a little bit better here. Nice. So here's another one of the little drainage areas I was talking about that we've seen all along the paths. And I was wondering, like, how much standing water, and as you can see, just this little bit, and look at all the stuff that's already formed in it. Imagine that on all the bigger areas. I don't know if they have a plan for that, or I'm sure it's thought about. These people think about their stuff. Oh, I said the last thing to represent the park was that guardrail. I do remember that. And the guardrail saw its ending. The last guardrail to keep you from driving into the creek. Now you just got to be smart and not drive into the creek. They have tore up a lot more of the hardscape. Wow. So we have the picnic area. We have some picnic tables in there. And then we have the pond. Looks like there's some watery green stuff in there. We'll check it out. From this back view, that thin layer of single layer trees, now that it has leaves on, is blocking most of the view to 725, which is actually a good thing. Was a bit concerned about that single layer, if it was enough to block anything, or double layer of trees that was left. Apparently so, for now. But that's a good thing too. Alright, let's see what else we see. You can see where they've been digging out a lot of stone, but you can also see where they've dug out over there and the roots coming down. Whatever that tree is or attached, I don't know if it's that big one going up there, but if it is, no, I think that's higher. But whatever that tree is has to come out because, yeah, the roots are all exposed. Well, it looks like they're getting ready to put lights around the pond to showcase it maybe. Looks like there's a lot of water in it. We'll get closer. I'm more wondering about this dozer down here in the creek. Or right on the edge of the creek or in the creek. How in the world did that get down there? Probably that middle path back that way that we saw. Breaking up stuff, digging out things. Well, there's several root systems you can see where they just been digging out the side there. I don't know how much they're taking. But well, at least there looks like there's some green left. It's It's not really that much though, just appears to be. Let's zoom in on some of these rocks and see if we can see some shells like the old days. I'm not sure if this is that old a rock or if it's something else. We'll see with pictures. That's just wild seeing it down there. Although this tree, it took a little bit of damage, didn't it? If it was gonna stay, it's got some healing to do. I doubt any of these remain. Well, the water's definitely running that direction. I never used to run that direction in the past, but that's when I was young. Who knows? I know creeks and rivers change direction. Maybe they change direction because man does something to change the direction. Could be. Might be one of the reasons. It's just wild to see it down there. If this is opening this year, they have quite a bit of work to do still. Clean up and make it look nice or whatever they're going to do. Hopefully they don't rush at the end just to finish and it's half done. Probably not. They'll probably get it correctly done to whatever they had planned. Well, a lot of this is already filled up. Looks alright. Coming along, they got more grading, more stuff to do. It's like their paths are out there of what they, I don't know, different areas. Maybe parking, maybe something else, not sure, picnic. You know, I'm remembering when I was younger, here we go, back when I was young, and not even when I was only young, but older, we used to only have pretty mallards around here, or indigenous ducks, right? Then the evasive, non-indigenous Canadian geese, which are nasty. They're nasty to kids and adults and animals, and they poo everywhere. Have come and taken over everything. Will they take over this area? One hopes not. But I rarely see our mallards anymore. Of course, that could be for the amount of poison that's sprayed on every single thing around. You know, got to keep the grass green. But if there's no grass left, we don't have to keep it green. We'll see. Alright, we're about done here. Battery's running low anyways. I'm walking here. I see the pink ribbon and the tree's dead. I think I was right when I said pink means R.I.P. You did not make it. There we go. The extra Indian mound. Up there, you can see just a few of the trees are providing some greenery between us and 725. Still quite a bit of traffic going up. There's another pink ribbon tree. We'll get a picture of your tree. Don't worry. We'll catch you for the last time. It's funny as we look down this tree line, which used to be thicker, it's like, it's alright. Trees don't need to be around. We have our modern day signage. You can see the McDonald's down there through the trees. Okay. I'm not sure if we're going to have a bike path coming down or stairs or something, but that's some thick rocks coming down from the new bike walking path that we saw from walking on the outside the fence last time. We'll not be walking the outside of the fence today. Nope. Don't have enough battery power, and yeah, not doing it. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. We'll go ahead and stop here. I don't know how much battery life I got left. If there's a few more scenes, we'll insert them. But I want to thank everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this content and stuff around Miamisburg or other sites or music or events or stuff that's happening, feel free to subscribe. You can also like it, share it, comment on the videos. Hope to see you next time, and have a great one. Well, we're back in the car. It was close to 80 degrees out there today, but unusual for us. The humidity wasn't really high. In fact, it was kind of nice, and a little breeze was going, so it wasn't too bad. But it was still close to 80. Another thing is, I talk about all these changes and stuff, like, oh, they're bad, everything should remain the same. That's not true. Life is full of changes. It will continue to change. Some for the good, some for the better, some for meh. But hopefully this will be a nice change, and everything will work out well. And we'll see what we get, but we'll make good use of it, and that's what you do. You take what comes your way and you just enjoy the best you can and move forward. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes not so great, but it's your attitude. Okay, we will see you the next time, and have a good one. Oh, by the way, we'll go ahead and insert the slideshow here, because there's going to be a lot of pictures, and I'm just going to go ahead and combine them with the video, unless it's too long. If I think it's too long, because it has a hard time processing super large videos that are 4K. If it's too long, then the slideshow will be a complete separate video. So one way or the other. Or maybe I'll divide up the pool update and the park update. Regardless, something's happening, and you'll see it. All right, later on, everyone.